Delegates, and my privilege here to welcome you on a very brisk and invigorating Sunday afternoon. We're saving the best for last. We have 16 new members of the House of Delegates, Delegate Dudenhefer certainly being one of them. We have had 14 of these before and are very excited. Here, we started at 10 today, and we have had a long, busy schedule of this. And the neat thing about each one of these is they sort of take on the color and the complexion and the personality or whatnot of each delegate. Some of them have been boisterous, carnivals, and other of them have been people walking in like a church mice. They're so intimidated there. So I just want to put you a little bit at ease here. This is not it's very important, but we're not overly stuffy and formal here. This is the House, not the Senate. One of the neat things about the job that I have, I'm the 21st clerk, is I get to work in a wonderful place. Since 1619, we have been representing and serving the people of Virginia almost 400 years. The antecedents to the House of Delegates is the House of Burgesses, obviously. Being from Virginia, you can't walk anywhere without having some sort of historic fact, figure, date, personality thrown upon you, and this place is no different. But this place really is special. 1619 until 1788, the House of Delegates met in Jamestown and Williamsburg. In 1785, Patrick Henry, then governor, came and helped lay the cornerstone here for the Capitol. And since 1788, we have been meeting in this building. So in American terms, that's, really long. Now, the English and some of the other folks, the Europeans, it may not be so. But we think it's very, very special. We take it very seriously. And we're delighted to share this experience and this venue with you. Because at the end of the day, this really is your house. And we are very, very, very cognizant of that at all times here. In 1788, they began meeting here. And then in 1906, as a burgeoning and bustling Commonwealth that we expanded, we added on the two wings that you see now, the House side and the Senate side. Mr. Jefferson, was then, Thomas Jefferson, was the ambassador to France back in the 1780s and was over and saw the Maison Carrée, and it was this Roman-style architecture that he just really liked. And that came and was sort of the foremodel for this institution. We certainly see his handiwork in Monticello and some of the other government buildings around the Commonwealth, around the country. But this is a very special place. In fact, we're in the process right now, some of the organizations, UNESCO and this TV organization and whatnot, they're trying to go through and figure out who are the 10 most architecturally important and significant buildings in the world, not the country, but the world. And we are about this close from sealing that deal that Mr. Jefferson's Capitol is one of them. And I think that's neat. Not Monticello. For all you UVA grads, I went to William & Mary where we educated Jefferson, so I just want to, we don't braggadociously brag all the time like some others, but we're really proud of that. And it's just, I think, important to remember that it is an honor to walk into this place. I came as a 20-year-old originally when I was here working, and I kind of took it a little bit for granted. So I'm really fortunate to have this second sort of tour of duty, if you will, and just appreciate it. And I hope that you all do, because for those of you who are here supporting Mark and Kay, that you get to sit in these seats. This isn't easy. You have to knock on a lot of doors. You have to raise a lot of money. You have to sacrifice a lot for your family to be entitled to one of these seats. So you're getting a special occasion. I hope you appreciate that. Special people, special place. Margaret Thatcher, in 1995, was here and gave remarks from the dais here. Winston Churchill in 1945 came and spoke after helping to win the Second World War. And Queen Elizabeth II was here in 2007 when we got to celebrate and commemorate the 40th anniversary of the English-speaking lawmaking body, the oldest here in the New World. So just a lot of exciting times, a lot of exciting people, a lot of exciting places to do it in. And now Mark Dudenhefer comes and he gets to turn the page and take up a pen and start writing in that storied history that is Virginia. And that may sound a little bit corny, but I believe that, and I think he does too. It is an incredible honor to serve in this body where Jefferson, and in fact, we have Rob Bell here, who sat in Mr. Jefferson, represents seat that Jefferson used to represent in the House Delegates, one of Mark's peers, just a top drawer kind of guy. There's a lot of good people in this House, regardless of party. We have our differences around here sometimes, but a lot of people sacrifice to come and do what they think is best for the Commonwealth, and we sort that all out. Now, I've been around here for about 25 years, and I've sort of figured out that you're not supposed to steal other people's lines. So you all can come and listen to me chatter on, probably not while you're here. You're here to support Mark and Kay. And so one of the neat things that I get to do as clerk is I get to swear in the members, and I think it's a real privilege. And if you want to come down, Kay, and then however else we're going to do this, we'll swear them in, and you can, without further ado, we'll present to you the other gentleman from Stafford. You want to stand over here? Sure. And you stand on the inside if you would. You want to hold the Bible there? Sure. And I'll put that there. Stand the Bible and raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia,
and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge
and I will faithfully and impartially discharge
all duties incumbent upon me
all duties incumbent upon me
as a member of the Virginia House of Delegates
as a member of the Virginia House of Delegates
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Really looking forward to it.
First thing I'd like to say is I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for most of you people in this room. But before I get started, the guy who actually pointed the finger at me and asked me to do this just walked in the back, Speaker of the House, Bill Howell. So thank you very much, Bill. There have been days, Bill, where I'm not sure I would have thanked you. And then also as Delegate Rich Anderson, who's in the back, and Rich is my mentor. He sits next to me. I think they appointed him to sit next to me so I don't embarrass anyone or screw up. So thanks a lot, Rich, for coming. I appreciate it. Wow. So many friends. My 4 grandchildren are really one of the motivators that motivates me to do pretty much anything that I do. I at one time would have been perfectly satisfied kicking my feet up and retiring from the Marine Corps after 30 years. That was always my dream, to do that. And as most of you know, that isn't what happened. There were changes in my life that caused me to step away from that comfortable life and put my name out here. But I wouldn't have gotten there without the support of so many of you in this room today. Many of you were in my den that night. I called a bunch of you together to say that I was thinking about running here, and I really expected to have a lot of paper thrown at me and maybe some rocks and bricks, but every single one of you that were there were very, very supportive of me. So thank you very much. It is a humbling experience, as Mr. Nardo has stated to you. I was so enamored that my name was on a chair that while they were speaking one day, I'm snapping pictures of my name on the table. And I think I missed a vote. I don't know, Mr. Speaker, if I did or not. But that's what Rich is over there for. He keeps elbowing me, and they'll keep me honest, I promise, we go through here. I wouldn't be telling you the truth if I didn't say that one of the reasons I decided to do this was because of the historic nature of this building and the body. The longest continuous elected body in the Western Hemisphere, in the New World, and it started in 1619. And when you read the names of the people who have served, it chokes me up, it really does. So I don't expect to rise to that level, but I certainly have issues that are passionate to me, and you guys know what they are, and those are the things that I will advocate for here. There are a number of people in the room who my association with Stafford County government, Mr. Romanello from Stafford County, I'm really going to miss you guys. I really am. I had to give a lot of thought about whether I wanted to step away. Most people don't believe this, but step away from being the chairman of the Stafford Board of Supervisors or come and do this. But part of what motivated me was a promise by the speaker that he would help me get in a position to make a difference. And Bill, I'm going to hold you to that every chance I get. So some of the people in the room are my neighbors, and they've been supportive of me. The twins in the back, when they were only about 11 years old, worked the polls for me the first time, and I appreciate what you guys have all done. A bunch of campaign workers for me who've, in the cold or in the heat and in the rain, have knocked on doors. Many of the rest of you have done that too, and it's a humbling experience to know that so many people are helping you and propping you up, because I literally wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the support of the people in this room. I especially thankful for my wife, who literally knocked on more doors over the period of the campaign than I did. And that's not something you hear many people say. But working during the day, she would go out and knock on doors. And she had Mr. Chichester, who's in the back, Phil Chichester, and they made a team. And the two of them knocked on more doors than I did. So I don't know what else to say, but been married 32 years to the same woman, and I've had 3 wonderful children. I can't imagine it having worked out any other way. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to call myself any kind of a success. What is it if you're a failure at home, you can't call you a success, no matter how much you accomplish other places. I'm extremely proud of my children, my son Chris and his wife Emily, and my daughter Rebecca and her husband Ron, and my 4 little grandkids. And the little one right there in my son-in-law's hands, that's not normal for her. I'm surprised she's not running around and holding on to my leg, which is really the normal. And actually, I wish she would. I'm starting to wonder why she's not. So that's really all I have to say. I really appreciate that you would take time out of your day and come up here and share this moment with me. It means a lot to me. All of you mean a tremendous amount to me. And if there's ever anything I can do to help you, I hope that you will not hesitate to call me so that I can return the favor. Do I have anything else? Reception. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take pictures. If anyone wants to have their picture taken or whatever, I definitely want to get pictures with my family and kids. And then following that, we're all going to walk across the way about into the building on the other side of the George Washington Monument that's out here. And we'll go into the front door. That's the General Assembly building. My office is on the 4th floor, and we'll have a reception with refreshments and stuff out there. And I look forward to talking with you more and thanking you again for what you've done. Anything else?
Nope. You did
Okay. Good. The boss tells me I covered it all. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Well, great. Like I said, this is the house. We're a little more informal, so why don't you start with some of your family pictures? Folks come up here, and then you can start up here, or we can do them with various cameras, or however we want to do that.